How did Dan Hooker become must-watch TV? Hangman turned the chaotic pandemic into opportunity. Between 2020 and 2021, during COVID, he took on Paul Felder, Dustin Poirier, Michael Chandler, Nasrat Haqparast, and Islam Makhachev under the worst of conditions. He kept saying yes to dangerous fights, and the Poirier bout in particular was a breakout from a fan interest standpoint because it was a high-paced war between two top 155ers on a pandemic-era card that drew a lot of attention that turned Hooker into a cult star. It was inside the UFC Apex without fans in the stands, so you could hear every punch land. The period made him a marquee name because he kept accepting the toughest matchups under extreme travel, quarantine, and training restrictions. Hooker's biggest pandemic problem was that New Zealand's lockdown and border rules made normal camp life almost impossible. Him and his team, City Kickboxing, were forced to train in improvised conditions, at times away from the gym, and he even risked police action for trying to keep training during lockdown. While some of his opponents were training without much regulation due to their location, he was with limited resources. Travel was also a major burden. After the Poirier fight, he was still quarantining in Auckland, and for UFC 257, he described the trip as a 2-month journey because of quarantine on both ends. After beating Nasrat at UFC 266, Hooker was in Las Vegas and realized that if he flew back to New Zealand, he'd have to go into another long quarantine, then repeat the visa and travel circus for the next fight. So he chose to stay in the US and accept a short notice fight against Islam Makhachev instead of going home. No coaches and only a couple of weeks to prepare for one of the best fighters in the world. Only Dan Hooker would do that. Throughout that time, he kept doing interviews, stayed in the media, and promoted himself any chance he got. He made no excuses. He always stayed authentic. Hangman has become one of the most polarizing figures in the sport. With his outspoken and candid persona, fans either love him or hate him, but they have to respect him for what he did during the COVID era. Hangman will be in the Hall of Fame one day, at least for the Dustin Poirier fight, so haters can hate. Make sure to check out his promotion, 1 Minute Scraps. It is pure entertainment and violence.